Hi guys, this is Gadgetman 404 and today I'm doing a little review on the digital battery capacity checker which you can buy from Banggood. Now you can buy these from other reputable outlets such as eBay, or you can go to AliExpress, and you can go to GearBest. You don't just have to go to Banggood, but that's where I go. I've had no issues with anything I've ever bought off them in the past, and I pay the extra $1 or the £1 for postage, and then it gets here in about 10 to 12 days instead of it can take up to 30 days or 3 weeks or whatever. So what is this, I hear you ask? Well, there you go. Everything is now made in China. What is this? Well, this basically checks the voltage of your batteries, but not only does it check the overall voltage of your batteries, but you can cycle it through and check each cell individually, and then you know if you've got a good battery or not. Now, come on guys, put your hands up. How many people charge up the batteries, stick them in the flight bag or in your LiPo-safe bag inside your flight bag, and you forget about it a few days? You've got to paint the house. That's what I've been doing for the last week. Or you've got to do the gardening or whatever, so you don't get a chance to go out flying. And in time, LiPo batteries discharge naturally. You know, you can start off with 100% battery. In a few days, it's going to drop a few points of a cell, point of a volt. Like, it'll go from 99% to 93 or 94%. So you're dropping a bit of power. Thus, when you go flying, you're not taking into account, oh, well, I had a 10-minute flight, last flight with this battery. So, yeah, 10 minutes is fine. And then you might come down early. It might do return to home because the battery is getting flat, etc., etc. So having one of these in your bag is a real corking idea. And I am a big fan. I've seen them on YouTube and I decided to buy myself one. And it's dead straightforward. I mean, this even goes from 1S to 7S, and it does all these different battery types, Life, the NiCad, the Niam hydride, lithium ion, Life, and lipos. So it does all the different style batteries. I'm just trying to get the glare that's coming in from the window. It's annoying me now. So basically, all you do is you've got 2 pins at the top, plug her in, and off you go. So that's a LiPo battery. The total is 99%. I think basically with this one, because this battery is powering this, because this battery is powering, that's why you're losing the 0.1%. I'm pretty sure that is fully charged. And normally your cells are between 420 or 4.20, 4.18, 4.19. This is saying it's 4.25. So, that's good if it's a little bit higher, I suppose. I mean, I don't actually know if that could cause any issues with it being a little bit higher than it needs to be. But I just stick it on charge, and the charger should turn off when it's fully charged, etc., etc. Just zooming in there. Okay, so that's one battery. Now this is a high energy 30C 1S 550. A very good battery. And I've also got another one. I've got, what's this one? That's 850 25C. It's one of these Chinese jobs. And again, just plug it in. If it doesn't work that way, fine, you just turn it around, do it the other way. And there you go, 1S, that's 4.34. You can go through the cycle. So it's telling me I can run it down to 1% and it should still be safe. And then if I want to change the cycle, you just press type. And it'll just go through the different battery types. it knows what battery's in here, so that's why it won't say these, because I'm assuming there's a little adapter here, and that's where you plug the NiCad into, and the lithium and the NiAm hydride, or whatever they call it. I don't use them, so don't really need it, but this has it. I think it's a real good thing. It's just dead basic, you know. It's lightweight. Stick it in your flight bag, and off you go. I'm just turning. I'm just gonna try and get the glare out. Okay, get the glare from the window behind me. And for the money, I paid about £5 or £6 for this, and it came quite quickly. I paid an extra £1 delivery to get it a bit quicker. Now this supports from 1 to 7S batteries, and what I like about it is when it's a 3S, you can just press cell and it'll say cell 1, like 1S, tell you the voltage, press it again, 2S, the voltage, 3S, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever battery you're running. You can check each cell individually. Now I have one of these LiPo alarms, which it briefly goes through a little quick cycle of telling you what the cells are. But then it goes back to the beginning, whereas this one, you can change the mode and then it will just stay on that screen. It won't change until you press the mode button, which I like. I like the alarm. That's the cheapest one I got. That cost about £1.50. In theory, it does the same job. It doesn't support up to 7S though, I don't think. I mean, I'm not quite sure. But, you know, for the sake of... It's got a proper readout, and I just think this is... it looks a better piece of kit, and it's a good bit of art, you know, good kit to carry in your arsenal for when you want to go flying. Just checking your batteries in the morning before you go out. If they're flat, bung them on charge. They might only take 20 minutes to top them up or whatever, because you all know when you leave batteries, they degrade, they discharge, they go flat or flatter, you lose a little bit. So this is basically just to bring this up to your guys' attention. You probably already have one, and if you don't need to watch this video, fine. But if you think that this was informative and you found it interesting, then please give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. I always reply to all my comments using, I think I use YouTube Creator, which is a separate app to YouTube, and that lets me get in touch with you guys via messages, etc. And I did a review on this action camera, the Weemius. This is a 4K action camera, 30 frames a second. It does 120 frames for slow motion, 1080p 60, 1080p 30, 720 60, 720 30, and 720 120 for the slow motion. Check out this camera. I think you can get these on Amazon. I've been using it now for a good year, and it is a really, really good camera. Most of my flights that I've done, I would use this on a really, really bright day just to get better video for you guys. On a dull day, then I've got a different camera that I tend to use. It's slightly got a, you know, the sensor for light sensitivity is slightly better on the other one, but this is still a good little camera to get. It weighs about 30 to 40 grams, so it's dead light. It's Wi-Fi enabled. You can plug it into your TV if you've got like a mini HDMI lead, so you can play your videos and photos back through the telly. Battery goes in there. Wi-Fi there. It also lets you zoom in and out as well if you want to. So yeah, good little camera. Check it out. Yeah, it's a real nice little alternative to a GoPro, because GoPros in my mind are just too expensive, far too expensive, and this is a poor man's GoPro, I would say. The picture quality is very good, and you get a little screen on the back so you can see, you can play the videos back and look at the video and look at the photos as well before you get home, just to make sure that everything was in shot. So big thumbs up, Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Watch out for my next ones, and to get notifications then tick the little notification bar. And as always, thanks for watching. Gadget Man 404 out.